All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect. Got the brother Dawadah here with me. And we're just going to do a quick video. Just, I was inspired by, a conversation a bro had with a neighbor yesterday. Pretty much, you want to give a rough summary or?
Yeah. So it was what we perceived to be an Edomite dude, all right, but, he got a finance degree, so somebody that, I studied finance and everything. You would think that in these universities and shit like that, they would be training these people to solve, the issues and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him about, the whole tariff war and shit, and he basically spoke on the tariff war as well as the debt deficit, because according to Esau, which, it's way more than that 38 trillion, but, what would he do to be able to bring that down? And he was like, there's really nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
There's no saving it. And he mentioned how, basically, hey, just like everybody knows, a crash is coming, an economic fallout is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, but we'll recover. We always recover.
And that's the thing. See, these people, even those that know the crash is coming, that know, because he also mentioned World War III. Mm-hmm. He mentioned the nukes and all that. Yeah. But see, these people, they fully trust in Babylon, man. And they think that this place is always going to, as they call it, go back to normal. Mm-hmm. Just like when the lockdowns happen and, stuff like that, people was in the mindset of, oh yeah, things are going to go back to normal. I can't wait for things to go back to normal. Right. And we even had a dyke come up to camp talking about she wished things could go back to 2019. Mm-hmm. But you got something?
Yeah, I got this. This is Psalm chapter 49 and verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Yeah, so Esau think he gonna rule forever. Mm-hmm. He think that, this setup, the way society is, this is normal, this is how it's gonna be forever. And that's not the case, man. The Lord is about to bring in a new kingdom, man. Okay, a transition of rulership. Okay, he's gonna take down the wicked, which is Esau, Edom, and Yahweh Shai, beginning with, of course, Yahweh Shai and the rest of the elect under him. Righteousness will be restored in the earth, man. Right. So you're not going to rule forever. Yep. Okay, the kingdom is about to be taken from you, man. Oh, matter of fact, grab that in Sirach, the 10th chapter. Hey, because right now Esau is going down hard, man. Everybody can see it. The Moabites is trolling you. Okay, now you got Trump saying the world must choose between the U.S. or China. And China is striking deals with everybody, man. They just came out and said there's a no limit deal they trying to make with Yemen. Here it is, the U.S. is at war with Yemen. Yep. But China is like, look, we'll work with you. Yep. And they have strategic relations with Iran, so does Russia. I was listening to Pepe Escobar, and he had spoke on it, how Iran is a part of the Shanghai Corporation, something like that they got. And then we know also Iran is a part of BRICS as well. Mm-hmm. So, hey, we'll see what happens this week, man. But you got to check it, bro. I think I sent it while you was in Walmart, a video of Netanyahu. I put it in the chat, though. But pretty much he's still running his mouth, so to say. Yeah. But, hey, all the prophecies is about to go down, man. Okay, and when it go down, ain't gonna be it's going back to normal. Things are gonna recover. Right. No, man, because this time they're gonna fully, like the scriptures tell us, he's gonna come with great wrath, because he know that he have but a short time. They're gonna fully push their new world agenda, man. That's right. Okay, and they know Yahweh Shah is coming. They know the elect is here. They know spiritual power is coming. So these devils gonna come hard, man. Ain't gonna be no going back to normal. Your ass gonna be in a fucking concentration camp. With a number on your shirt, you gonna have to take that C up, man. Talking about going back to normal. But you got it, bro.
You understand
It's been a while since I read that. Let's start at verse. The point I want to get is in verse 4, but we could start at verse 1. We could start at verse 1.
This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Mm-hmm. And this government is not well ordered, man. This place is wicked. You got it.
Verse 2. As a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah, so that's why all these people got demons on them. That's why they all wicked, because the wicked is ruling.
Yeah, they all think America isn't going to fall.
Yup, they all think, yeah. Oh, Salah, you got it.
Yeah. Hey, and just like they didn't think Rome would ever fall.
Yup.
They didn't think Persia would ever fall. They didn't
Yup.
think Egypt would ever fall. All right, but all the kings of these, all the kingdoms of these nations, they have an end. You know, the only nation that won't have an end is the nation of Israel when they're in their sovereignty. You know, but all these heathen rulerships, they had a beginning and they have an ending.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And you gooks, you not coming into power.
Hell no.
All right, we did a video on that the other day, man. Why do the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing?
Right.
They popping big shit like they about to be the next dominant force in the earth. No, man. The Lord made you nations. He built you up so that you could fulfill the purpose of destroying Babylon the Great.
Right.
That's the whole reason why the Lord allowed you to become a superpower. You ain't ruling next, man. Oh, I was thinking about this earlier. I actually pulled it up. It's in Isaiah, Anderson, Jeremiah. It speaks about we have heard of the pride of Moab.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Moabites proud as hell, man. Y'all gonna be cleaning, man. Y'all ain't ruling nothing, but you got it.
Yep. Verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yeah, unwise king destroyeth his people. That's what Esau does, man. He destroys his own. Through the food, through the air, through social media, through television, through medicine, you know, prescription medicine and stuff like that. Everything this devil does is to destroy you, man. Okay? And that's why we know it's talking about him when the scriptures say the time has come that thou shouldest destroy him that destroys the earth. That only fits you Edomites, man. You can't blame a pan-sagging, dreadhead nigga for that. You know, you can only go so far with blaming a nigga.
Right.
You know, a nigga ain't spraying chemtrails, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you got it.
Verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. Okay? Daniel 4:17. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the bases of men. You devils are the bases of men.
Yep.
You got it.
And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable.
So in due time, the Lord is going to set a governor over the earth that's profitable, man. That's Yahushua and King David on down. Because you Edomites, all you've done ever since you've been in power is just destroy and pollute, man. So now it's time for you to go down, and it ain't gonna be no bounce back, ain't gonna be no recovery, like we were saying that dude talking about. Yeah, you know we're gonna recover though. We're gonna how y'all gonna sway?
How sway?
You know.
Yeah.
Because everybody is racing for a digital currency right now. The BRICS is racing for a digital currency. Okay, because everybody sees that we cannot rely on America. We need to get away from the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's in the mindset of we need to come up with a new currency, man. And Babylon wants to be the one to keep its hegemony. So the only option now is war, man. And this is going to be the war to end all wars. Baba Kashad Grau, Psalm 75 and 7. Not a long video, you know. But great aid. We in the end of this thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And real soon we about to see you people suffer. and we gonna laugh, man. We gonna man, we gonna enjoy every second of it, man. Seeing you crying on the internet.
Yeah.
You know,
like the Lord said, He will laugh at your calamity and mock when your fear comes.
Bro, we gonna be at the grocery store. It's gonna be people coming up. Hey man, can you just get me an apple, man? But before the famine come,
yeah.
You know, hey man, I just a chick out there holding a cup. Yeah, I just got evicted. I just lost everything. I lost my job, my car, my home. If you could just buy me something. Can I stay with you? Can I? Hey, them the times we coming into, man.
Yeah.
People gonna be asked out through.
Well, it was me.
Yup, asked out fucking through, man. You got it, bro.
Con, this is Psalms chapter 75. What verse did you want?
Verse 7.
Con, verse 7, it says, "But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another."
And that's what's happening. Esau is being taken out of power so that Jacob can come into power. Okay, like the brother said, all these other kingdoms thought they would never fall, man. Okay, when they were in their prime, it was like, yeah, we gonna rule forever. And it's no different with Babylon, man. And everybody can see that this place is going down, man. When you look at these different guys that be doing videos, like Danny Hyphone, Pepe Escobar, even guys like Jackson Hinkle, like, different journalists, they say we're witnessing the collapse of an empire, man. People from the outside of Babylon, like you said, that dude, he's from Australia. Yeah. So people from the outside can see that this place is going down, man.
It's a TikTok trend right now on TikTok. If you type in message to Americans, and there's all these different foreigners in other countries that are seeing what's going on the outside looking in, and they're like, something bad is about to happen. Yeah. They can tell they're trying to warn Americans. Yeah. But like Americans, they're stuck on stupid, right?
Yeah, they're so dumb.
Yeah.
See, in America, I'm gonna tell you what's on the American mind right now. Sports. What's her name? Kardashian. What's her name? Kim Kardashian. Facebook, Instagram.
Vacations and shit.
Vacations. Going to the beach this summer.
Yeah, they in the
going to Coachella.
Yeah, going to these.
You know what I mean? Going to festivals. Hey, Yahweh Shah said that. Yep. It shall be as the times of Noah. They shall be in marriage and giving into marriage and wedding and shit like that.
Yeah, here it is. Europe, and Europe and Russia. In Europe, they're telling people to stock up at least 3-4 months worth of food. They telling everybody to do that. Yeah. And to brace with a war with Russia. They're not telling Americans to prep or stop or do anything.
They ain't telling y'all shit, man. They ain't telling y'all shit. And even if they did tell y'all wouldn't even take it serious, man. Nope. But see, like the scriptures say, be not ignorant in any matter, small or great. So, us brothers, we watch everything. We watch for the prophecies. We do watch, sports and stuff like that. But we're not fully consumed, fully, invested in this shit. Like these people out here, that's all they know. They're not looking for this place to go down. So when it goes down, they're gonna be like, oh shit, what's going on? Then they're gonna want answers. Then they're gonna want to try to get my words. Then they're gonna want to try and find the men of the Lord. Yep. Okay. Yep. But that was it on that. Let's get 2nd Edge 6. 2nd Edge 6 and 7. And then we can get Sirach 25 and 7. After that, Esau is done, man. Esau's going down. All right? You through. You had your time. Now you through. And we're seeing it in real time. These Edomites, all they listen to is Jake, man. They want to be around Jake. They want to be like Jake. They want to talk like Jake. But you got it.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followed? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Yeah, Jacob, when you go into the story, Esau was born first. Because it was told before Jacob and Esau were born to Rebekah that the elder shall serve the younger. So Esau came out first, which made him the elder, and Jacob held his heel, man, which that means, Jacob is going to bring down Esau. You got it?
Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Yeah, so the end of the world ain't the end of civilization. These devils, it'll be the end of mankind if we have a nuclear war. It'll be the end of mankind as we know it. No, it's the end of your empire. It's the end of your rulership, the end of your world. See, this is Esau's world, man. Okay, and it's not hard to see that.
Yep.
That's why they have something called white privileges. You look in Congress and the Senate is a bunch of Edomites. You got a nigga woman here and there yelling and shit. I don't know if you did. I think I did share that video in the chat of a nigga woman yelling and shit. But look who's on the money, man. Okay, look who creates the laws. Look who it's not hard to see that this is the so-called white man's world. Okay? But he's going down. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. We got next. That's why we cheering this man going down. And Trump is fucking up, man. These people think, he's a businessman. Trump, he call it like it is. He ain't playing around. America first. Everything he's doing is showing that America's not first, man. He's fully with what them small hats want. He said, if Iran, if they get bombed, the small hats is gonna lead it. But nigga, you didn't already sent bombers and carriers out there, spy drones, spying on Iran. It's about to go down, man. We're literally seeing the downfall of this system, and it's beautiful. And this is just like, what did Yahweh say? This is the beginning of sorrows. Yeah. This is just the fucking beginning, man. See, when you people lose your jobs, hyperinflation, famine, all these things happen, this is just the beginning of sorrows, man. The Lord is just getting started. Because you got more to come, man. You got martial law, civil unrest, teeth of wild beasts. You know what I mean? Robots, drones, apparitions. Because the Lord got spirits created for vengeance. You know what I mean? Hey, it's gonna be worse than any horror movie, any purge movie, any martial law movie, TV show, whatever. What's about to happen is gonna be worse than what you've seen on TV, man. Yeah. But you got it, bro.
It says, that was it.
Oh, Sirach 25 and 7. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then we could wrap it up here. Hey, you devils going down, man. Ain't gonna be no bounce back. Ain't gonna be no recovery. All right. Yeah, man. We always recover. We always. Yeah, that's false hope.
What scripture were you looking for?
Sirach 25 and 7.
Oh, 7. I thought you said 27.
Oh, damn.
Sorry,
you good.
This is Sirach chapter 25 and verse 7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy. Mm-hmm. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Yeah, man, and that's another reason why we got to get in the kingdom, because as a man, you do love your children. Yep. Especially if you have a daughter. Like you can really love her, because Yeah. But we ain't in a setup where we can, truly love our kids, because you got to deal with the demon mother. You got to deal with her parents and so much influence that breaks apart the family. Yeah. But ultimately, very much anti-family.
Oh yeah, for sure. But look, anti-Israelite family.
Yeah. It's fucking them up too now.
Yeah, they getting fucked up now, because now his woman, Edomite chick I was talking to, man, that shit's so funny, bro. Like, Esau was through. His daughter in the Jake, which pisses him off because she told me she don't even like Edomites.
Wow.
And then his wife secretly cheating on him with Jake.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he ain't got no respect in the house. Nobody respects him. He busts his ass to pay the bills, but he's not appreciated. So the curses is rubbing on you.
Yep.
You know? But what it say after joy of his children?
It says a man that has joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies.
Yeah, he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies, man. And we're seeing the fall of all our enemies at once. Yep. We're seeing the fall of Esau, Edom. We're seeing the fall of the Israelite woman. We're seeing the fall of Pookie. All right? We seeing we seeing the fall of these other nations too. Cause you gooks, you might be popping shit, but hey, the Lord is just using you too. You're gonna be used in coming against Babylon. And right when the nukes go off, our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai is gonna come, man. So you ain't even gonna have time, even though it's saying Revelation 18, we went into it the other day, how they're gonna lament for her burning. You ain't gonna have time to try to move on from that and fix up China, No, man, cause we gonna come down and put your ass in captivity, man. All you heathens. You know?
Yeah.
So Esau's going, I'm gonna title this video that Esau going down.
Yep.
I had other intentions on how I wanted to do this, but the spirit had it go that way. So Esau Edom is going down, man. That's gonna be the title of this video.
I think the video I did earlier went into that.
Kind
I be going like sometimes I go into the verse of the day, and the verse of the day was Obadiah.
Oh
and I
shit!
The 6 or 7 chapter or verse where it said, "Those that exalt thyself as the eagle, and those that set that nest among the clouds.
Thence will I bring thee down.
The wicked is being revealed." That's what I did.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. The Lord is bringing you devils down, man.
Yep.
The Most High Himself said He is against you, man. He said, say unto Mount Seir, I am against thee.
Yep.
So your enemy is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. You worried about China, you worried about Russia, you worried about Iran, North Korea. What you need to be worried about is Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay? But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Lord willing, this was an edifying video. With that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and Abba Ball.